Well, we got some free polls for someone clearing floor 370 on my server. I'm not sure where everyone's at on the Trial of Abyss floors. I can't even do them yet, but some whale ended up getting 5 polls for the server. We'll take that. But that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is looking at the progress of the account 28 days in. Let's talk about it. So, today is a big day because when I press this button, I will get a new S-level hero. And it can be a Celestial or Hypogean hero as of today. Now, I don't know if it's guaranteed to be one because it's got this special image, or if at this moment it just allows one to drop. But my hope is it's a guaranteed one, and my hope is Reiner. Because if I can get one more copy from this early, because he could be all the way down here, right? Like 112 days in. I'm hoping that it's Reiner because it can allow me to get to Mythic Plus sooner. So I'm going to click that button, and we're going to see what we get. Oh, we got Scarlita! Okay, you know what? That's okay. Scarlita is pretty interesting. Dang! Oh, that is too bad. I really wish we would have got Reiner, but it is what it is. Scarlita is pretty crazy as well. There might be some tech with just keeping one of my units in the front line alive in PvP. If you don't know what Scarlita does, let's just take a quick little gander here. All right, it's actually the next day, but anyways, let's talk about Scarlita. So Scarlita will fly up into the air and is immune, but will gain stats from attack as well as energy while up there. And then 15 seconds in the fight, will drop down and will stun anyone that's within 2 tiles for 4 seconds. Very, very good slamming attack. It's very disruptive. It can turn the tide of the battle. On top of that, when you start getting higher level, you start getting extra energy and then an extra attack boost as long as she descends at that 15-second mark. Now, if your team starts going down early, Scarlita can descend early and not be as strong. So you want kind of that full time. You want to be able to stall until that moment if you can. And then Scarlita goes on the battlefield and absolutely trucks. But before dropping down, Scarlita will also provide shields every 3 seconds. This is actually a really cool Valkyrie Spirit ability. It allows you to rapidly put shields on your teammates at different times, and because she's floating in the air, on some of those AFK maps where you can't really place anyone on the one side because they'll just get nuked, if you use Scarlita, she'll fly in the air, provide shields, get stats, and then drop down later in the fight and be super valuable. Because Scarlita has one of the craziest ults in the game. This rock smash attack, you could just see that in the background there. That rock smash attack is the entire field. It is so massive, sends everyone flying, stuns them. It's a great ability to have overall. Very disruptive. It can completely, destroy lineups. I'm a big fan. Very, very big fan. So I am happy to have her, but I would obviously want more copies of Reiner sooner, because Reiner is one of the best units in the game. I'm already at Legendary, so I pulled one early from the Stargaze. I bought 2 from the shop, and getting one more copy would have been really, really nice, because I would have ended up getting this hero focus, so I would have already had this bonus, which is very juicy, getting that extra attack, as well as reducing the attack of teleported enemies. That's super good. It's really, really strong, but I don't have that. And it would be great to have Mythic Plus sooner rather than later, but unfortunately, we ended up getting Scarlita, and I think Scarlita will be good for me, but with just one copy, I'm not sure how well she'll perform in some of the endgame stuff that I'm doing, pushing really high deficit. I'll test her out and I'll try her, but even in the arena, she can be amazing, but I just think that with extra copies, she obviously is going to be a lot better with the base stats and everything, so it is what it is. I can't really cry about it. It was a free unit, and, oh my god. All right, it's a bit of a commitment here. I got to go to 56 days logged in now. That's when I have my next chance. I guess the saving grace is I need to save up anyways in the guild shop to even consider getting another unit, so it is what it is. It is what it is. You can tell I'm a little tilted, but it is what it is. As for my units and levels and all those things, I've got 2 units at 190. We just got Odie up and got some extra damage. The 190 Ascension doesn't really do anything for anyone, but the 191 Ascension, the next one does. It's actually where some units start getting different passives. So Hewin, she gets this extra healing thing for her weakest ally. And again, not everyone gets anything crazy. Some of them, it's just like a damage bump. She gets a little bit more attack speed. Odie gets a little bit more damage, but certain units, they do start getting some passives. So remember, at 191, take a look through your units, and you might be able to unlock a really strong passive for them that's going to help out your team. So, just pay attention to that. Anyways, other than that, let's talk about overall ranks. So we've got one Supreme Plus kind of S rank unit. We've got a Supreme Odie. We still need 8 more copies to get to Supreme Plus, which is definitely a valuable thing. But I've actually been pulling a little bit of extra points for Marley. I want to get her Mythic Plus. I want to get her Mythic Plus just so I can test her. I know I probably could have bought more copies of Odie to get Supreme Plus Odie, but I really want to try Mythic Plus Marley. I just want it. I've also got a Supreme Huan. I need 1 more copy of her, which we'll get pretty soon from the arena, honestly. And then everyone else, I've got, Mythic. I have no one Mythic Plus. I would love to get a Mythic Plus Thorin. I need 1 more copy of that. My Smokey is just Mythic. I need 2 copies of that. Oh, and then I guess Rowan is Supreme Plus. So Rowan is really, invested in as well. And then everyone else is like Mythic or Legendary or below that. And I've got a few copies of people. I've got a couple extra copies of Coco and things like that. So eventually we'll get some of those upgrades. But for right now, these are kind of my main squads, my main units. As for artifacts, I've got everything maxed out because, it's relatively cheap to do it once you get into the end game. As for equipment, I heavily focus on my supports and my archers. That's like my absolute priority. And then I throw a little bit of stuff into tanks if I've got the materials for crafting, or if I, get a drop from a boss. But I absolutely prioritize the weapons on my archers as well as my supports, because they provide stats and healing based on their attack in a lot of cases. And then stuff like my mage and my rogues, I never use them. Same with my warriors. I don't use them that much, but they still have some pretty good gear overall. I try to forge things up when I can overall, and I don't think there's much more to say there. As for the different modes, I'm doing okay in a lot of the different stuff. If we look at my rankings overall, in the Snow Stomper, I'm at like rank 192. King Croaker, I need to run it again now that I got another unit at 190. I could probably get in the top 200. Skyclops, I was only top 6%. Necro Dragon, top 7%. Depending on when you get some ascensions, you can definitely fluctuate quite a bit in these. Last week, I was in the top 200 for everything, but now I've slipped a little bit. And I do think that because I haven't gotten some of the upgrades on certain units like Corrin and Marilee, I'm struggling. And the Dream Realm is really important. I think if I was to make a new account, Odie is very solid. There's part of me that would consider maxing her out first, because she's that good in the Dream Realm, and just see if I would have a better account. It's not the end of the world. I'll get there eventually, but there's going to be a few weeks here where I'm just not getting as good rewards, and I do think that it matters a little bit. I'm still getting like close to the top rewards. I might miss out on one of these each day, but I wish I could start getting some of these gold ones, because this is where I'm starting to lack and slack, and I wish I could get these because it would be big upgrades. And if we look at the entire duration now that I've played this account, 28 days, if I could get into the top, 50, like Vulcan, he made a new free-to-play account. He's cooking. He's probably got 50, 60, 70 more of these than I do. On some of the days, he even got in the top 10. And so when you start adding that up, it's like, damn, I'm potentially way behind on my exclusive equipment. That's a lot. Even on this, getting 10 of these, getting extra Dream Realm stuff, because you have to remember, there's also multipliers. You get like 40% more. So if I'm getting 300 or even 250, someone getting 550, they're actually getting like 700, 800 every day. That is a lot. So falling apart here a little bit. My account or my server has a lot of whales. Like, we're talking like big time whales on this server. It just is what it is. As for the arena, we're doing okay. I've had some bad fights here and there. Like yesterday, I don't know why. I was just making bad decisions. So I'm gonna have to keep playing, keep fighting. I don't know. I need to keep getting some good fights in. But I was like, I mean, I'm winning some of my defenses. So that's all right. But on my tax yesterday, lost. I lost 4 in a row. I was just getting crushed. I don't know what my issue was. I was just bad RNG or something, but got crushed. Arena's been fine. When I get into the champion tier, I get into the champion tier. As for Legend Trial is very dictated by the units that you pull, the ranks that you get, and the levels that you are. And everyone's kind of on 61 here. It's going to take me some time to push beyond that. And you know, I can get 30 more of these, which is cool, but it's going to take me a while. I'm not even really bothering with that for right now. As for the battle drills, I mean, that's a clan thing. We're doing our best there. Arcane Labyrinth, I think I just unlocked one of these, so I could do Arcane Labyrinth, I think. Oh, no, I already did it. Oh, no, Resonance 190. Never mind. We can't even do that. Never mind. So we're kind of locked out there. We haven't done our Honor duel for the week. There's not much more to, like, really show off here. We've done our Primal Lord, and we're not even ranked in the Primal Lord. We're literally getting crushed in the Primal Lord. The numbers are not looking good. Like, if I start looking at the rankings and everything, I think we're far off being ranked in this one. Like, even in the top 200, if I scroll all the way down, well, 700,000 damage more. Maybe by the time this boss goes down, I can squeak into the top 200, but I'm far off. And I feel like, honestly, I because I didn't spend as much as other people, like some of these clans, like this Reminiscence guy, just like popping off, destroying everybody, like millions and millions and millions and millions of damage more than I can ever do. And like some people on this server are 35,000 power or 35 million power. I'm like, I don't know, 6 million, 7 million. They're 5 times more power than me. They've got full Supreme teams, and I'm just like chilling. I spent about $70, $80 on this account, and I don't want to whale out. As for AFK progression, we're doing okay. Honestly, I've been a little bit lazy. I could have made more progression. If I looked at all the, you know, the replays and everything, I think I'm close to being where I could be, like maybe like 5 levels off, maybe 10 levels off where I could be. And maybe we'll push that today now that we've got another character up to 190, but it's so slow. Like, even if I get, you know, some of these upgrades where you start getting more currency and everything, it's only like 1 or 2 dust now at this point, and so I'm getting almost the maximum amount that you can get, but I don't know. It's things have definitely slowed down. I'm unlocked a new area of the campaign, and like all the enemies are so high level. Like, it's like every fight is like an absolute slog. 221. I'm having even troubles in here right now. So I feel like I just need to ascend a few more units overall, and then we can make some big progress. But I can imagine free-to-play players are really, really locked down, not making a lot of progress. Around Remnant Peaks 3 and 4 here, like, I just feel... it's just days. It just feels like days of not making too much progress. So that's where I'm at, and I can't see it changing for a while. So, I mean, I'll do another update, but I just kind of wanted to show you where the account was at after 28 days and after getting my new Hypogen unit. Not much more to say, though. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon.